Welcome to Friday Football Talk. I'm Jerry Martinez. I got Kendall Whitley. I got Ian from the JetsCentral. Ian, first off, how's everybody doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing really good.
Kendall, how you doing, Kendall?
Great, man. Hey, I'm ready to talk some ball. We got a big time guest on with us tonight. New York, he's a little different. We don't get to talk to a lot of New York Jets people, but hey, I'm interested to see what he got to say tonight.
Hey, I got a couple friends, man. They're big time New York Jet fans, man. We can't wait to kind of pick your brain. But before we do, hey, why don't you tell our audience about your YouTube channel? I mean, I love it. So just if you can, give us a little bio of it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, first and foremost, thanks so much for having me on. I
Yeah, man.
appreciate it. I love what you guys do, and
Thank you.
it's cool seeing the growth and everything like that. So yeah, thanks. But as far as the channel is concerned, I pretty much just run a New York Jets YouTube channel, all things Jets, breaking news here and there. Like with coaching hires, coaching fires, trades, and all that good stuff too.
Man, that sounds good, man. So for everybody that's watching, I'll tell you this: Ian brings a ton of energy, man. I love it because it's. I mean, when as soon as that news breaks, boom, he's on it. Make sure you gotta make sure you subscribe. That's the first start, right? Then you gotta turn on all the notifications because if not, you're gonna find out last. And then of course you gotta hit that like button. That's how YouTube works, right, guys? So, I'm sorry, I have to remind people sometimes. But let's go ahead and get started, man. Kendall, why don't you start it off? I mean, there's been some big news
Yeah,
with
that's
Jets World.
it's been some big time news. One of my things as I was looking over your video, I said this is the first thing I'm gonna ask him: Is Sam Darnold the future for New York Jets?
Oh, good question.
So I'm gonna say no on that.
All right,
I
honest.
know there's like it's so weird, man. Like honestly, I feel like the whole Jets fan base is like split 50-50. Like half of the fan base wants Sam, half of the fan base wants to move on and go with a Justin Fields, a Zach Wilson, or something like that. Trey Lance, maybe. But for me personally, I'm in the camp of wanting to move on. I mean, I think 3 years, like he's been playing for 3 years. He has issues with decision making,
Mhm.
turnovers, mechanics, hasn't shown any sort of ability to, elevate the teammates around him. We have to pay him big, big money in just a couple, like after this season, the 5th year option. Once that comes, it's going to be, 20 something $1 million. And that's way too much for me personally. I mean, Darnold's literally playing like the worst quarterback in football. There's no way I'm paying him 20 something $1 million. So personally, I want to move on.
What is the Jets? What else do the Jets need, whether it's offense or defense, whatever? Like I know the Jets they're like a couple years from competing, making the playoffs, but like what do you want to see this coming season? Like what you want to see them attacking the draft and in the offseason?
Yeah, so we definitely have a lot of vacancies. Interior offensive line, like guard and center, and then cornerback. Well, I mean, we just hired Robert Saleh, so we might be changing the entire scheme on
Mm-hmm.
defense from like
I
three
listen.
four to 4-3.
I heard you say that last night on your video.
Yeah, so it might be a little bit of a transition to get like true edge rushers in the building because the Jets just don't have any guys like that. We don't have a Nick Bosa or Joey Bosa, players like that. So I definitely want to attack edge, cornerback, interior O line, and then wide receivers
Yeah,
and
I'm
tight
glad.
ends. I mean, we need
Jerry, I
everything.
tell you, I'm big on wide receivers. Like about the wide receivers, I know y'all drafted Dizel Mills, and then y'all had Rashad Perry, but y'all still got Jameson Crowder. Do you think I need a couple more wide receivers, a number one, or just somebody to complement Denzel? I'm pretty sure Denzel Mills is the future.
So yeah, I like Mims a lot. I like Crowder. He's solid. He's not elite, but
Mm-hmm.
he's good in the slot. And then I'm definitely replacing Rashad Perryman. I mean, he only came in on a 1-year deal, but whether the Jets want to go like free agency, like Allen Robinson or something like that, or
Mm-hmm.
like maybe target a guy in the draft, like all these different dudes in the draft, like Waddle and Devontae Smith and stuff like that. So either way, I feel like the Jets definitely need a true number one.
Hey, this running back Ty Johnson, he came on the second half of the season. He came out of nowhere. He played some good ball for y'all. So I mean, what's your outlook on him? What you think about him?
I like Ty Johnson a lot. Obviously coming out of nowhere, he's not hyped up at all. He's not a first round pick. He's not on a big money deal. He's still young. And for him to really produce with no wide receivers, with bad quarterback play, with Adam Gase as the head coach, the O line isn't great. It's not even good. I think it's really encouraging, honestly. Like, for a guy to, shine in this situation, especially, given his age and kind of where he came from and everything like that. Like, I'm totally impressed.
Sounds good. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, dude, of course.
Yeah, so man, I got a bunch of questions for you. The first one, and first and foremost, let's address this one. Are the Jets fans still upset with not having that first pick overall?
Oh man, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. It stings. Like I have a buddy, and you guys know him too. UCF Jaguar. So I mean,
Get on
I'm
this
happy
week.
that he's going to Jacksonville as opposed to like Miami or New
Yeah.
England or something like that.
Yeah.
Like a team I don't like. And Jacksonville definitely needs like the guy, right? They need like a franchise dude. So I'm happy for Jacksonville, but it sucks, dude. It sucks missing out because like we were teased all season and then we
Yeah.
blew it right in the end. It's not like we won the game and, in week 4 where we had like a little bit of hope, it was just winless up until the end of the year.
Man, I mean, you guys, like you said, it looked like you guys were gonna go 0-16, right? Which is nobody wants to be there. But even that one loss, wow, right? I mean, how things just changed like within just like a snap of a finger. You guys lost that first pick and essentially just lost Trevor Lawrence, right? In the process. I do believe, right, because I think it was a good question that Kendo asked as far as Sam Darnold. I feel that the New York Jets need a rock star quarterback, so this 2021 upcoming draft is coming up pretty fast on us. I mean, we're already January, right? 2021, so we're what, April, a few months away. When you look at the media outlets that cover the Jets, and then of course you obviously know the fan base, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it split on with that second pick overall going with a quarterback or sticking there and maybe perhaps beefing up that offensive line?
So I would say right now, like the media, like the mainstream media and stuff like that, they're all pegging Penei Sewell in
Yeah.
at spot number 2.
Mhm.
Like, build up the O line, still believe in Sam Darnold. Whereas the fans, I mean, they're kind of split. Obviously, like half want Sam, half want to start fresh, start over.
Mhm.
But I would say the majority. I would say the majority right now of the fans want a clean slate because the guy coming in, not only would he have, a high upside like Darnold and he's young like Sam Darnold, but he's cheap. He's not like you're not gonna like have to pay him $20 million. You're only gonna
Yeah,
pay him his rookie
true.
deal for 4 years. New head coach come in the building, like he can groom him and help him blossom as a franchise guy.
So to finish off with the Jets questions, tell me, how do you feel about this hiring Robert Sala? And he already assigned his offensive coordinator, right? Which is he brought is it Mike LaFleur, right? Which is Coach Matt LaFleur's brother, right?
I know
Yeah,
he's
So
fired up,
exactly.
bro. I heard last night you was energized from your videos. I know he's fired up.
hey, he's
Yeah.
one of the hottest names this offseason.
Yeah.
So I mean, how do you feel overall, you personally? I mean, and then let us know how the rest feel about this offering. Well, we want to hear what you feel.
So honestly, I feel the same way as everybody. I'm pumped up. I mean,
All right.
he's really like the anti Adam Gase. Gase
Yeah.
doesn't, he burns bridges. He doesn't communicate with the players, doesn't adjust. It's his way or the highway kind of mentality. Robert Sala is the opposite. He's jumping around, celebrating with the guys. Players want to play for him. Like the minute he got hired last night, instantly Richard Sherman tweets out, "Oh, Jets got a good guy." Like
Mhm.
they're lucky to have him. Who has ever said that about Adam Gase? Like
Right.
nobody ever. And this happens within 30 seconds of Salah getting hired. So it's a completely different, Salah's on the opposite end of the spectrum as far as personalities,
Oh
just
yeah.
overall football coach. So I'm definitely excited. I'm not saying that we're going to go to the playoffs or anything this year or, 15-1 is coming, but we're definitely going to have to jump over some hurdles and take our lumps, if you will. I'm kind of thinking, maybe like a 5-win season or a 6-win season, and then the ball's going to really start to roll in like 2022 when we start actually filling this team up with talented players.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I think that this is a great draft to do this. I mean, what you said earlier, you guys have never really had that true edge rusher. You guys have, even when you guys were a predominant 3-4, you really didn't have that Von Miller-ish type, Khalil Mack type edge rusher. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I totally understand. And you bringing in Robert Sala, which is great. Let me before this is my last question.
Hmm.
Who do you want the Jets to select that pick to?
Right.
Man, okay, I'll
Just
say that.
just 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 put the cards on the table.
I'll say this: a quarterback. Whether it's Justin Fields, I'm going to be pumped. If it's Zach Wilson, I'm going to be pumped. I don't think drafting an O lineman is the best thing to do right
That's
now.
sexy. Is that sexy? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and plus, like you're looking at, we drafted a left tackle last year, Mekhi Becton. He was fantastic.
He did.
So then you're thinking, okay, are we going to take Penei Sewell and we're going to put him at right tackle? Our right tackle is actually pretty good. He came over from Seattle, George Fant. He's on a 3-year contract. Like he's playing good ball. So I don't really feel like the second overall pick in the draft should be used on a guy. Yeah, should be used on a right tackle number 1, and then we don't even really need the position. So I want to just really just address it at the root, like the root problem, which is the quarterback play.
Yeah, I think that's what the New York Jets need is a rock star at the quarterback position. I'm sorry, Sandorno. I mean, it was. I mean, he could probably I mean, I'm pretty sure if somebody came along and you just kind of like play your cards right, you could probably get some assets in return for, hey Steelers, how long do you think Big Bid's gonna stay? How about a second round pick, at least something? I mean, something where you can continue to build. I think that Joe, like you hit it right on the you hit the nail right on the coffin with that what you said, right? Mekhi Becton, you guys got Denzel Mims. You guys also were proactive and you guys knew already what was going on with Jamal Adams. And so
I'm glad you mentioned Jamal Adams. I was just about to sneak in and ask about that. What did you think about the Jamal Adams trade? Like, I mean, I know y'all got back a lot from him. Like, did you like when they made the move for him or what?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Jamal Adams is a beast. Obviously, great player, flying around for Seattle, sacking the quarterback, doing his thing. But you look at what the Jets got in return, man. 2 first-round picks, a third-round pick, and we also got a starting safety for Jamal Adams. Like that's it.
Yeah.
Like a safety in the league. We got 2 first-rounders.
that's crazy.
Like totally pumped up about that. So this year,
y'all got Seattle's first this coming draft and the first for the next draft.
Yep. Yeah, and their 3rd-round pick this year too.
God.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, I love you guys. That's my mom and my dad. They're watching. They're on vacation, so I love you guys. You guys stay safe out there. I love you. But yeah, getting back to business. Let's talk a little bit about the schedule up ahead. We have some games this weekend, right? We got the playoffs. Let's go ahead and get this started. So I know that we just released our podcast with Know That Memorial Drive, and we kind of gave our predictions on there. But we're gonna go ahead and put it on Facebook right now. So looking into this week, I'm not gonna put in any order, but the Rams and Packers.
So
Tomorrow, that's at 3:30 my time.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Green Bay. No surprise here. I think Green Bay is the better team roster. They're playing at home in the cold. Los Angeles team traveling to Lambeau Field. In January, it's going to be cold. It's going to be tough. LA's dealing with some injuries. The defense is flying around. It's going to be really fun to watch, Green Bay's offense attacking, LA's defense. But I think at the end of the day, I don't see Green Bay getting bounced in their first playoff game this season when they've been dominant all year. So I'll go Green Bay.
Nice pick. I'll say who I go. Go ahead and make it public, Kendall, because
what I say last night on the podcast, last week I said that the Ravens was going to shut down Derrick Henry, and they did. I was the only one that said it, and they held them to under 70 yards. I'm going with I think, like I said last night, the Rams are going to beat the Packers. I'm going. If somebody, I know Goff is not 100%. I know Donald. They say he's good to go, so we'll see about that. But I'm going with the Rams are going to win. I want to see the Adams and Ramsey matchup.
Man, I told Kendall like this. I mean, we've seen it. Aaron Rodgers has been playing pissed off all year round, right? So he's showing the organization like, hey, you should have got me more help, right? And it doesn't matter if you're not, I'll do this on my own. I'll do it by myself, right? And I told him, I said, and then you're playing in Green Bay. Is it going to be snowing? That's going to be a good question, right? I mean, you never know. It's cold always in Green Bay. I don't think there's ever a summertime there, but I'm just kidding. But I mean, going back on that one, I told him, give me Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Let me see. Tomorrow we also have the Ravens and Bills. Man, what do you think about the game overall? First off,
so it'll be a good one. Baltimore's playing great ball. Obviously a really hot team right now, but so is Buffalo. You know what I mean? Like,
and they're in your division.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the Bills. I think I think
Oh,
this is Buffalo's year, to be honest with you. I think Buffalo's gonna win it all.
Wow.
wow.
I know
Look,
it. I know that hurts you a lot to say that, but I
yeah.
know it does.
Yeah, I mean it is what it is. Like I never hated Buffalo, just because them and the Jets were always at like the same level. They were never like I feel differently about like the Patriots because they were like top dogs forever. And then
Oh
like
yeah.
Miami just because I'm from Florida. So I don't really like them. But Buffalo and the Jets were always like kind of, like I never minded Buffalo, to be honest.
I'm I'm going Baltimore. I told the guys, hey, I said they don't want Baltimore to get in the playoffs. So I'm going. And Jerry tell you, I stuck with the past month. I've been known to go off my prediction, but I stuck with Baltimore. I'm
Mm.
going with the Ravens. It's gonna be a tight one, but I think they're gonna get after Josh Allen. He's gonna throw like 2 picks tomorrow, and Marcus Peters, he's gonna make another game saving interception. I'm going
And
Baltimore.
just so everybody knows, Kendall is a honorary team captain for Des Bryant. For Des Bryant. So he's been an honorary Ravens fan, so to say, in a nutshell. So that's why he's been sticking with the
That's not the
Ravens.
only reason why I'm going Baltimore. Though. I really think Baltimore's better than Buffalo.
But tell me, you're not wearing your heart in your sleeve because Des Bryant's playing.
It's 50-50, but I'm going with Baltimore. I think Baltimore is the right team to beat Buffalo. They got the right supporting cast and everything. Their defense gonna get after Josh Allen.
Look, last week we saw the game. We saw the Colts, and that actually became a very close game. I mean, it was just insane, right? It was back and forth. It was very, it was a lot closer than I would like to have seen. So that just tells me that with the Bills, there's still some missing pieces. I think that if they had a stronger running game, then I mean it would be a most confident yes. But I do like the team that they have constructed, and I like Josh Allen's attitude. And I think that this is a good that win yesterday was a good mental block for him because last year he got shut down in the first game against the Texans. So coming into this playoffs and he gets his first game, I think that the Bills are very dangerous and very hot team. So I think that they're going to go ahead and take this game. Then on Sunday, man, we got two interesting storylines here. I'm gonna save the last one for the end. We got the Browns at Chiefs, and that's a I guess a 1 o'clock game
What's at 1
for
o'clock?
yeah 1:05 for Eastern time, 2 o'clock for Central time. So how do you feel about this game, and who's your prediction? What do
Uh,
you
so
what do you want to see?
So honestly, like I feel like if Cleveland wants to have a chance, like they need to receive the ball like coming out of the gate, control the clock, run the ball, pound the rocks, and just control time of possession. You know what I'm saying? And then
Oh yeah,
yeah, but honestly, I think the Chiefs are gonna take it home. I mean,
Yep.
I don't feel like I can bet against the Chiefs first game this year in the playoffs at home against Cleveland, a sketchy team with some virus stuff and a
hmm
couple injuries and stuff like that. But I mean, Cleveland has a chance, but I'm gonna go with KC.
nice. Kendall, what are you feeling about
This
this game?
I'm
What are you looking for the game? What's your prediction?
I'm not looking for much because it's gonna be a blowout. Kansas City's gonna blow them out 37. I said 37-17 last night. I don't think we need to say any more about this game.
Now I'll be one to go on the record and put myself out there, and I'm gonna say right now, uh, we've seen the Chiefs go through some very adverse games, especially towards the back part of the season, this season, and they were
Mhm.
able to come out victorious. So when you look at it, it comes down to the quarterback play, and with Patrick Mahomes behind center, it doesn't matter who he's throwing to, he's gonna get the ball there. He has that arm to do that. It's just amazing to see what he does. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Chiefs on this one.
Mm.
Now the
Game of the week.
the game of the week, man. We got the Buccaneers at Saints, man. Round three, right? So to say. So that's gonna be a 4:40 or 5:40, depending on what time zone you're in. Game, and we got two of the best quarterbacks in the business to have played this game. What are your thoughts, and what's your prediction, Ian?
So I'm gonna go with the Saints, man. I know Tampa's been playing great ball, right? I just feel like in the dome, the Saints defense is gonna fly around. For whatever reason, that Saints defense just knows how to get after Brady. They confuse
That's
Brady. He throws picks, and it looks like a different team. I really, really like. how Tampa's been playing though. Like it's going to be tough. I think. And plus, you could always throw in there too. What are the chances this? You get beat by the same team 3 times
Mm-hmm.
a year. But I just feel like the Saints they're just better coached. They have more talent. They have the better defense. I'm going New Orleans.
Nice.
I'm
Kendo.
going with Tampa Bay, but it's because it's tough to be a team 3 straight times in the same season. It's tough, and at some point the ball's going to bounce in the other team's favor. I think Tampa. I think the first game was kind of close at the beginning, but then New Orleans they took off with. I ain't even gonna talk about the second game. We know what happened down there in Tampa, but sometimes that team just has your number. I mean, that team is just better than you. Now they match up. The Saints match up good with the Buccaneers, but I'm still going Tampa Bay, and I'm going 31-34 Tampa. Antonio Brown will have a big game. But I think Chris Godwin's going to be the X factor for this game. I'm going Tampa Bay 31-34.
Look, we had on a Saints YouTuber, State of the Saints, TJ. Man, Kendo, if he heard you right now, he'd probably be texting you up right now. I'm glad he's probably taking it easy right now. But
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and stick to my guns. I'm gonna say that the Saints are gonna. I think this is gonna be an ugly game. It's gonna be
Yeah.
an ugly game. I'm just gonna say that. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. As much as we'd like to see, another team dominate, it's gonna be an ugly game. I think that Tom Brady's gonna put up a great fight. I just think that right now, like you said, home field advantage. Nothing. I mean, they say that something magical happens in that Superdome. Uh, I know there's no fans in the stands, but it's just that who that nation is there, man. I mean,
But hey, look at this
something
right here.
they,
Look
they
at
just
this.
say they just say from all the stadiums out there, there's something mystical about the Superdome. So having that kind of mystic and upper advantage, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Saints on this
But
one.
look at this though. If Tampa wins and if the Rams beat Green Bay, Tampa gets a home game next week for the NFC Championship game, and then the Super Bowl is in Tampa, so they can have 2 straight home games.
That would be a great story.
Right.
Well, well, that does it for here on the East West Football Network. We'd like to thank you, Ian, from the Jet Central, to coming on for this Friday football talk. Just anybody that's tuning in, make sure you guys go check out his YouTube channel.
Yes.
You will not be disappointed. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and turn on all the notifications. Until next Friday, thank you guys.
Hey, thanks so much, guys.